course, hilarious. You're gonna love him. Put your Johnson.
Okay. I don't know about that dude that faked his move to Europe. You haven't heard about this. Basically, is that supposedly faked his death in Europe right now, and he has a family, right? Wife and everything. Usually, don't do as men. Give a man that we owe him bottom, lowest common. As men, we need this. Need him. All right. Time you mess up as a man when you has messed up work, you'd be like, hey, I could be. Forget a birthday or something, be like, sorry, I messed up. It's fake my death. And I love you. And if I'm real, I'm a good man. We of an old something pain in and try to do anything about it. Do what men are supposed to do. I mean, not go to therapy. One day grab my chest like, oh, you'll know that maybe we should have left on, right? Or fake my death up. Plenty of dumb things. I'm just like having attention, and then you good day. So you're telling me in your day that we're not, and I'm just sort of nodding and then being like, different tasting something when you're and then you ask me, what did I say? What did I just say? And you think, and I know I'm telling me this to vent because you want my input on. But you know what I didn't do? Death to Europe. And it makes me a hero, stops me from being a villain. And that's one of our favorite things. But then somebody messed up next, you know? Go out to a night, your lady out and everything, and then some annoying, and maybe you start a little bit, you know? Just like between the server checking on you. You don't even know what's money. You know. Oh yeah, you know that good whisper. You know, not here. Oh, you got both on in between the teeth, and she's over just at that level of timing, half voicing. Get together, okay? Striking the whole family. Can I get y'all anything? Oh, hi, that was a good night. How night? And it's tough in the moment. Just bigger and bigger. And then out of nowhere, a couple next table over, the couple that you look at like she stands up and your mistress is pregnant. And you're like, I'm pretty good guy. I didn't do all that. You got the wash shirt. Like, I would never put you just going through right now. Good. It's good to have a man. You know. Be in an argument and you're like, no prize here, right? I'm not in Europe, am I? I talk to you, man. On the shore. Yeah. Apparently faked his death. Moved to. There's a lot of layers here unpacked because let's also that there's never a reason to fake your death. Before we pass full judgment. Isn't what he did. I'm sorry reasons in life. Right now, y'all look like you don't believe. Fine. Okay, back in the hang out with some friends. This is like about, and one of my friends, we're all, by the way, one of our friends bought a yo-yo. Gentlemen, none of us men. We are out here brought a yo-yo. You bring him the when he was doing all the tricks, sleep and then popping it power. You know what I'm talking about? Because acrylic, it had the lights and the little acrylic, like it would do the like bottom. And if you ever want leaving, it's that. And so he's like, he was doing around the world, like walk the dogs. It was really good if you were. He finally does one, comes back to shoot up, and it hits him. Hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. Okay, you had that you couldn't hit him. And instead of even screaming, hurt where you just have to slap for some of the. It didn't hit in his mouth, by the way. It's stuck. We're moving. It's could be. It's just a yo-yo. Spits out the yo-yo. Tooth flies out with it. Death. I need to start over. Like I really do get it. That place where they gotta fake their. This was very hurt. Or this guy online, and he about him, and it happened. He really like that dude at the club, and I don't mean like. I mean, he has an where he's trying. Anyone knows that he like you know that guy that's so woo is happening. We've all been around that person. Like, it's a barbecue. I don't know when to bring all this extra in this club. He's like yeah, and like there's not even that. So there's nothing to lay noise for like his actually happening because people are just kind of saying and he yeah. And then that is stairs, right? And I don't know, maybe the bathroom or something like that. This woman is, and she's like twerking, and she's like really, she's very good, right? And he's like, yeah! Taps her ass a couple times, everything, and then goes to go down. Right as he goes to give up, his feet want to be a part of him. Rather than walking and trips with both his feet, entire life, this man trips and rides and shins on the stairs. And have you ever been on a sled? It's exactly like that. He's just style, and he's screaming. He's barely hear him scream because the music so because he's riding and shins. They did not miss a step. He hit every step. Hit all of the steps. Like a bird. Like a bird. He hits every reason. I don't know why he thought it was handrail the whole time. He's like, Guy faked his death. You would be like, yeah, you gotta start that doesn't even have music, like some different things. Move to a type of, don't even have any elevators. What if you have to go? We don't know. When I was growing up, who won for a long time, right? And it was in the same way grandparents tell stories. Is how he said early on, right? And he had to be something like that early, right? And he did that as like the most romantic ring within a year, but the thing when waiting when I was 19 or 23, I bought the word. I know, right? They have their little spats and stuff. Besides, like, yeah, this is it. And he takes her on a trip. And they go on a trip, kind of the woods cabin, but they have their little fights on time, That's a movie and everything. Goes to her while they're sitting watching one of her favorite. They both cooked. He put the ring in the cup, a cupcake, and to the middle, that's where the ring was. He had the whole thing planned, his speech planned out per little bites, and then bite. And so like, hey, I want a little bite, passes it to her. What? Takes a big bite. Aaron takes an and you order something, and you're like, sure, and then they more than a little off eight, and you're like, you should say half. You know it's half. Orders, because I know how to order. Spearmen trying to have an experience, now you want half, which would normally, if you said split, then we're splitting. You said a little bit, and because you picked up, because mine came first, and then took half when you had at least a set that I ordered, for how it tastes, because it was just so fast. And so she's taking smaller bites, and he got it. When he passes it back to, don't interfere with, hurry up the speech, because the bite, so now the bottom, just bite. I'm almost, answer was basically a cupcake to try to, he says, will you marry me? Shake up. So if you want to fake your, that's kind of like be like, oh, yeah, you, and I wanted to I'll be right. Pose. This dude, his death, and the way he did it, okay. So he goes alone, right? Is very much activity. Should actually be in the brochure. Away from everything ever by yourself. This dude goes kayak. Actually texts the 11th and whatever, right? Doesn't head back on the would have capsized or drowned or something like that, because by the 13th his family, right? So they send out search of volunteers who's the water. They use sonar, this technology to try to find the dude, that organization that tells the sheriff, hey, because I'm not saying can't find him, he can't be found, but I do. And water, he went missing. I do. Like I'm very, and we not seeing any signs, anything, Decided to go ahead and look at a possibility. Somewhere else, they also run his name. And when they run his name, they went to Canada, right? Not missing name, so they can trip through Canada, right? This is where it starts to not know. This is clear he's watched a lot of TV, but because this bonehead did. Okay, said This man said that his passport's at home, right? I'm missing. I might have passports at home. Would he in for a new have a passport to lose? The only problem is that it's still you. My move is that. That's like getting pulled over at ID. You still... You know, his wife, computer and stuff, and they basically looked up how to bank. He's looked up travel, how to disappear. I have the feeling that he covered everything and left it there. Like, that's what happened. I think this dude, like, and they'll never. I'm a mastermind. It's painful. Everything, and then his wife and stuff, and the police are like, yeah, this is... They even filed life insurance policy for like $375,000. And this moment, I felt about this dude. Because initially, what a terrible person. I heard about the life insurance policy. Maybe I'm judging too. Because life insurance policy, he's just trying to make a clean break. Maybe this dude is like, look, I'm not a good father in ways like this. Let me for your trouble. I'll live in Europe and everything free. This dude... This dude was like, let me break, right? I'm gonna start a new college for free. And then I saw what he's tried to claim the life and also be insane. It's about insurance, and I don't like would be hella out of and be like, y'all, from me dying, please. If I die, this is how, and whoever is me and I die, make the check out. And so then I went back and found, actually, no. Bad dude. In his wallet, leaving his family. And then, apparently, he's just trying to leave. Because he was just trying to leave. I'll handle it. But some people, you know, they're like, I need it, you know. But then when, like, his family found out to be with Pakistan. The feelings sort of went up and down. Because I was doing it in some life sort of way. You know what I mean? Like, life crisis in that way. Cheat? No. But a part of me did feel bad for him because a woman who was, oh, he's never been capped. This is my thing. I don't know if you don't have to tell me if you just act innocent, but they're old illicit site. You go to people. And then ads for in your area. Or even better, willing women who are Russia and Uzbekistan. Think calling for one of these ads. Day fiance, because like, come on now. How? And so now you go to Europe to not even be real. That's wild. You go for some text messages. I mean, real are those texts? You know what I mean? A picture, no one knows what this that like. Bad English. And now he's I don't know. I feel like you claims to do something like this. You know what I mean? And you're about to throw it all lace. I'm sure you can't spell. Let's never forget, this man is mine here. He over here to an American, try to get tough. Romanian. Understand it. He's like, and do you know how to go left? Now he gets old, life is waiting for him. That this woman does exist. She's mad as hell right now. She's supposed to go to America. Are you? You know, true. If this dude defeated comes back to his fall, look, what I did, I'm very sorry. You know, you. I just want to go with my family because I hope this doesn't happen. Kind of funny. This whole time. Boom. And his wife went like, it'd be crazy. This dude showed back at his wife already everything. He's like, baby, I don't talk to God. Hit the boat. Okay, all right. Like, look. Y'all, you can say things here. That's what makes this place special. If I said out there, lunatic. For in here. I don't even know wild is. Like, how you go $1 and troller, I used goons.
That's the same fucking control. They had a PS1, I mean, even PlayStation. Ooh. So I do feel horrible. Logitech is. You do with this shit at the stock. You got to work. None of it's on your belief. Now we believe in Logitech because into the controller. Logitech had nothing to do with it. It's like, hey, when you be a Logitech, and then about that controller look. He sticks. You know? It's like hella overcome in their NBA jam. You just go ahead, you them on NBA. And I almost don't know how to feel. And that everything happens so fast. Feel immediately. And that's, you know, how you feel about it when it happens. But that's not how the news cycle works, you know. That's a big problem I have. First take. I try to I still don't have a good take on this. I really don't. It was not conflicted though. Titanic. Wow. Like can we not laugh about it, whatever? Walking right now. Another one. That's wild. I know with that. Like I feel because it's not all cut and dry. There's a lot of there was a full of refugees get any media attention, but then we're talking about these five. It's like, okay, sure, put all 5 people in. You can't. The dumb captain. Do you know what I mean? And was a kid. Huge part that's left out of this thing. That's the person who I actually, though he is like a billionaire son, he'd be like, fuck them all. But it's like, you could tell that kid went, day weekend, I can. Fuck her a tie, all right? Not worth all that. And it is, because I understand when they make that distinction, you know, these people do for these people. Coast Guard a long time, people we knew were drowning. Sincerely, just hear me out. I think that whether it's help from any government, the reason that other people didn't is that be those refugees. Does that make sense? Our whole lives to try to be millionaires, try to be. Then when something happened to us, if we've been in it, and the media's interested, governments, and it's the main reason. It's not some media live, it's how we think, you know? Like it's not even a person. Just curious to know what the orca. Do you know what I mean? Just because so when that shit went down, scared the shit out of an orca. Like out of nowhere, orca's like, this is.
Theater. For Josh and.
I don't know, but have y'all seen what's happening? In case you're not familiar, where you just supposedly it's basically this defy learning another and little quests and stuff. And I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but everybody still speaks English. And you know, over time there would be that were in the programs. I don't know how you would put it. Forgivable because real-time help. So then a person would see this is messed up. Oh, let me fix. And you were like a sort of language learning under Duolingo language to talk. It'd be kind of weird to be like, I did it, and no one will know what they saying and not. I truly would do that. Like videos of people being like in Japan and in Japan speaks Japanese, recording themselves or their stream, and then they're like, boom. It's like, what? How? Don't look like it. You know? That for Duolingo back in the day. Yeah, have you like eat at like a fast food spot roasting you. Everybody like, and the back of his head, I can see right through it. Bald spot, the bald is shiny. It's like then you bounce back, you're like, what? Embarrassed. Undercover. But no, that's not what happened. You know, people learning these languages is like a hard. It's a hard. Not as if the language taught. It's not like the same thing as being taught. The situation versus other things. Did you spell we? That's a little free. Have some of that. And so you see Duolingo presence that's like there is very like, you know, they get in there spicy comments too. Jab back whenever someone go. And if our tax systems through the economy like people, I don't know they're also interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like for a company, I don't off so angry, you know, because it's not, and their individual feel like your friend. And then they, just wildly unpopular, released a statement where they say, we're going to be an AI, First, you could have said teacher first, not said anything. Because people were already noticing less people working there now. Answers don't get answered in the right. Some of the lessons, like Chat GPT, and then they came out and said it. We're going to use, and you're going to learn. And I had friends who were like, I'm not. And honestly, if you could just use AI, any sort of AI own learning course, special about it. You see people, every time they even think people are like, was this written? And I don't really know if they were a hack marketing scheme, but basically, because they were getting trash, expensive, they want to hire, essentially, or just get rid and have $20 a month, not learn French. And so upset. And so they take everything, post it again, and they post, is it a fraud? It's an owl? They posted with a guy costume. Was using like the distorted about how the elites ruin. And I was like, it even came out and or a statement that basically says using AI, but our teachers are going to just use has, but you'll still be talking to a teacher at all. He kind of just not going to be better than teachers. And I think what's happening all the time, teaching is very difficult. Enough to teach it is amazing. I don't know enough to teach it, and I to convey those efficient enough way that you know talking. It's scary. I would never. I don't know even things right now. Even things that I know enough about to teach. I believe in climate change. If you asked me about climate change, you wouldn't believe in it. You'd be like everything he says. Because teaching is, and we forget. From every, it's difficult in and of it, be in your head, convey the idea in one else's head. Get past and all the crush to be like, math! It's already hard enough. Kids are difficult. I'm not just talking about all of them. Remember being difficult, I wanted to not getting in, fighting it. Sometimes I'd even be a little pompous. As a little kid, as a child, at Earther. When I was little, Earther, because, my teacher and all the cope and stuff like that, and I like, out there for you. Feels pretty, I know I haven't never been, pretty flat, talking to the whole class, but like, sadly, a comment actually flat. The Earth is, you, ma'am, but if the Earth, all the maps flat. 8-year-old, I thought I had a mic drop. Up there with you the one. So, just saying. And then my teacher pulled out. It's difficult. As a parent, imagine what it's like to be a teacher, but that sometimes whether they are or they think it must not be their kid. And I thought that through COVID. Was alone with their kids to see how well they think. I don't think enough teachers got in a pocket. You should show up to your. Oh, he just wouldn't take this entire time, but not science. That's. It's also hard because I think teaching is an obstacle as opposed, right? Like even if I to teach you something, there's distance there sometimes. What it used to be, and talking about and try to teach me something. And think you can teach me something. And then someone younger than you think you can teach me something you don't even know about. So I think that a lot of people have a reluctance because there's a sort of like around getting an idea. You feel like I snatch that. People say that they're self-taught themselves. No, I went to my friend's old deck. And I was like, you did construction? He's like, I don't. It's like, teach yourself to build. I just watched this guy on YouTube or whatever. I had to watch something scared I was going to mess up my cuts. He taught you. That's not self-taught at all. 75 hours of all been here. A deep respect for teachers because they cared about learn more about you just to teach it to someone they love. Math so much, she went to school math, got a teaching degree, and taught understand. She has to dumb down to bring it to me and some math. And I don't know how we did it. That all over the world to not pay and not give them enough. No matter where you go. I bring it up because I think, I'm not a teacher, but I think the thing is watching someone that you understand, then it clicks. And they're like, whether they're a little kid, little bitty kid, who really put it together for. Obviously, my grandma didn't do it while she was doing my mom's shoes, but she was the one. Like, no, we're gonna practice. We're gonna practice. And so I did, because I ran up to her, falling, right? Tripping hard. I was doing drag where your legs go, start, and then I'd step on a leg. Hey, can you help me tie my laces? Couldn't be further. Can you help me tie my shoes? And she was like, tied both my shoes. And then just like the string and untied them both. Oh. I'd never been. Oh, why would you? Oh. And shoes a couple days in a row. We're gonna tie them together. Sat down my shoes over and over again. I tied them, I didn't even notice. And then in elementary school, every time on me, shoes tied, she saw that light bulb is to be taught. It's when the idea gets through and you can see, oh, round. Who would have? I don't know what this move in towards AI, and that move, if you, the consumer, is not to help, passionate about people learning friends or have new experience, or just open their world really is. When you understand how many different ways there are specifically and how few something very unique for communication. What Duolingo is make more money, and it's a bit money would be nice. Do it business, like, did you make any friends? They're making that move towards see that thing happening in place. Worry, like I don't know much about school system or anything, good or bad, or how y'all feel have been seeing where that are looking to AI teaching over the class. I don't know that really need a teacher to watch you experience, to watch you being led by AI in a driverless car, and you get in. They tell you it's safe. They tell you to get in, and they programmed it to make sure. But not to speed. But you're in the back seat for a wheel, so might as well. And you're just looking out the windshield. Hey. But I've never gone this way before. And now you're just sitting there. You missed the left. Oh, really nobody. So, sort of talk. That's a bus. Because one thing about dressing up, the way y'all's bus totally different than what I'm. Being honest, I don't bus drivers. Driver hits a person, but it loud every turn. I was crossing, and the bus driver carred in front of me the entire time. Driverless car, and it says it's going to get you. And so maybe, who knows? Prefer a person. Know that we don't treat everything this way. The best example I can give is when it comes to how kids are using ChatGPT or do the lesson for them, and there is that will not think to it, right? Like this isn't to disparage what, but a lot of the actual in school don't matter taking the steps to, right? Like if that you read Mark Twain, but it is that is not how, and it's not from a time that your mind to that the world, and if kids, if it's completely abused, graduate someone who is able to think critically about, and they'll be a doctor. I get that. But you also have perspective of those kids, because they're essentially being, look, we try so that you can go out to the world. Good job, but done with those. So you want that's going to go to AI. But to cheat, the whole book slow. We could be impressed by how the AI understand how a lot of kids have stake in the type of future work that they're expected. You know, do everything right. You'll realize the rewards won't be there. None. And so I see bringing AI into these, and you have to ask yourself, kindness to someone's heart, money. Is there a company that's, because the range in pricing though that is being, I think I could be wrong about. Sure that the amount that the 27,000, I'm not saying, but you could pay that to a person. You know, it freaks me out because in the American school system, because the shootings, it's not. I'm saying it's already difficult enough because we're work teachers that have to just fight for their lives and then to get supplies for kids to do. Right? Even slightly. How can you not expect this? Even less resources, districts, and by some school or happen to be in a place with him to use ChatGPT app. And how be like, I already deliver pizza and to know if I can try to find. Because you can get without knowing. Actually, I think about it all the time, but or not, but I also don't know if it's because if you come over with your accent, people in accents so hard that we were ever number one. Like, even see theories that we believe British guy who just talks, you know, like he comes up, kicked him out for being too, he's like, you know, it's in all the people. And we're like, when he says it, you know, phenomenal. Some rough ones. Why'd y'all do like that? Morgan to us. It almost constitutes an act. Like who else you could have sent? Johnson wouldn't have been as Piers Morgan all the time. What did we ever do to you? I'd like to. It's like century. All right. You think you can? Just wait like 2. I'm gonna send the most on 3 of your news stations. No, because it's really far without. That's scary. Ask Piers Morgan. Doing anything. In fact, Wes, this blew my mind. Look, I'd have to look it up and point it out there. British backs up my point. This West for 8 years, and he could. He could. Imagine somebody failing. Like, I don't even know what this says. No, this dude really. One of those stories that kind of went viral. He was like well established and like Twitter, Facebook, or anything. Got his maybe his and I think he was teaching and. 8 years, he was personalities. This was his talent that he had used his entire life. But he knew, he laser into them, and he knew at you. And one of the things he would do every semester, he would 3 of the smartest kids and truly smart. He would have them, you know, a pair starting the lesson, basically them, kind of teach all. It was astounding. That's why, I'm sure that's what they think the AI again. And he'd be like, today, 11, can you read page 12, can you all just take notes in our book? Right? As the kids would be taking notes and everything, and said in his defense, he's like, the kids that I taught are teaching, you know, my method. And it's fitting because some bullies. Schooler is the only one with the real think he can read. That would never happen in hiring. Your masters and your professor guess yourself. You'd be like, missing something. He must just be like so locked in. Book. School would be like, I bet you he can't. Because a middle school would be like, hey, is A's for me? Are we telling everyone? A, as in the first letter. First letter that you can't read. Okay? The closed A that looked like a... Imagine that. Imagine the vice principal got to pull you. You sitting down. Homework. You sitting down. What's going on? How's everything going? Something that's a bit troubling. Hearing. Honestly, hard to even say. I feel so embarrassed. There have been some accusations and maybe parents as well. That you, because you gotta think about it. It looks so crazy if you're wrong, you look been told in your life. If you're into a room, be like, can you read? You hired me. Can I read? Principal sitting. There have been some concern, accusations by students and some parents that your literacy not in the room. And I don't know if they would have the kid that accused them able to run it. Maybe he's sitting teacher. This is, you know, words you say when you don't know how to spell. What how dare you? Absolutely dare. Sitting there. Something. Make him read something. He go. Resignation letter. They're like, I'm not a response kid sitting there. And that's you let it only benefits before you know it is generation and people who aren't proficient and critically. They're not, and never mind, do not really important reading is the AI or the AI have in mind. Because that's another thing that was all these ads starts because they're a company that's trying to, and you implement so much AI schools. How fast can you train in teachers that were burned out, overwhelmed to begin with? And in to the U.S. not knowing how to read and teaching our kids now and the imbibe. I remember a day I didn't even know about myself and told me, you got a lot of like I can do where you can't even be polite to the point, like they just have energy. All right, just right. I was like, thought to, yeah, and I drew something. You know, my teacher was like, draw something. You know, I'd like, and so I did. When I showed my teacher my drawing, we're gonna find something. Energy, all right.
Show. I'm Josh Johnson, fellow stand-up comedian, Logie.
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm very full right now. On life and curry, and it movements feel all of me down.
Is it just like a dense?
Only did I eat a lot of it. We were going to record. I was, and then wolfed down, and too. Like it was a trial.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm sure I'll recover.
I would hope so. There's something very wrong with you. Your mouth never heals. Remember in Chicago, Dave's Pizza? Yeah. It's for people that don't Subway, but for pizza.
Also better.
But better. But it's that general going down a line, having it in greens you want. And then they put it right there.
Yeah.
Just like that. That I was able to get into I went there because they call your name and then you have baked pizza. First time they go there again and burn the shit. So I started getting in the habit, and then we'd sit down, and they'd all like, "Wait a second, it's." And I went at their table for a second. I'm like, "Again, this. I've hurt the fresh pizza."
You just put up on their plate.
A little egg timer that for like
nothing that like
in.
Makes you like an idiot more, burning your mouth more than because the first time is body. All right, anybody because you know it didn't burn my mouth, right? Yeah. When you burn you have to wonder, like, be able to vote?
Like, you nailed it. It's like third time. But like, oh my God, that's so hot. Oh, God damn it, I did it again. It's like, I need to be...
Yeah. You pick it up. When you burn your time, you start to change your perspective. Like you nailed it. But I've also been... How many more times am I going to burn? Because once I think I'm going to keep burning. I just don't know what hot is too long.
Right, yeah.
So, no, I'm...
Do I and temperature? I knew what hot and cold were. Do I know it?
Blaze pizza.
Well, that's even called Blaze.
Yeah, they tell you ahead of time. Blaze.
Shit.
All like Robbacinos. Like everyone is burning.
Everybody's immediately burning them ourselves. How about two on the nose, little
char mouth, and it's like
sounds
bad.
Like a Pokemon.
And then they were like, "How about
Char? Come on,
Blaze sound good?
American Gladiator.
All right,
do punch you in the fucking mouth.
Telling you, man. There's nothing just truly. This where it is not worth burning. I've burned my mouth at a Subway.
Really? Subway, even after they put it hot enough to even...
Dude, this was... So you know the bread isn't already... So,
what do you mean that the bread
isn't bread? All right, bread falsehoods. The bread is coming through with treachery.
You that though.
I more words that you're not under.
Because the more words you're saying, synonyms. I mean, why is it artificial?
Every us knows that bread is a bread. Other countries where they've been like, hey, not a sandwich.
Right. And by that, it's not really a sandwich.
Yeah, the bread is an abomination. You get the bread. The bread are so elusive. There to you that I've had white bread that did taste like. I had other bread that this is glue. This is just bad. Subway sandwich. And then when it came, have been it was still looked like bread, but it was hot to the kind of soft, so it didn't it almost like it reversed back into hot because holding this
put
like
it through again,
soft,
it'll just be flour and egg.
Yeah. I feel like 2 more minutes, oaks, lettuce, and so then holding the Subway sandwich. I'm just talking crazy.
No,
egg because the flour.
Because the flour.
I was trying to help you, but move on. I'm just going to basically.
You think for how much? No. Just know they go, I've got to get in the won't be ready to need.
And flour.
I think it's eggs.
I mean, maybe that's why I'm not really know what goes in bread. Bread.
Can't wait for the emails.
Yeah, right.
Here's what bread is, you dipshit.
It burned me so fully. It was one of the first burn of food without, because you know how when you burn it, like you almost like, because you're just like,
right.
and
you don't get hotter, so you have to just
right.
A little.
I didn't do any of that. Bit it, burned my, let it fall out of my mouth.
Blah.
Too long to fall out of my mouth. This is insanity. And so then I it was such a big deal out of it, but I got coffee, McDonald's. You know, they handed her the hot coffee. She burned her like whole. The coffee was like, that's what it felt like. What this bread? You know, you shouldn't be serving bread,
right?
All right, so that all was a mistake. Then cool, you just cut it and feel how hot it was to the piss. He just served, and so then you did to it. But I immediately was just low. I feel. Just burned my tongue and burned three mustache hairs caged on the way down.
Ow.
Yeah.
Your face. That's interesting though. You bring up the hot coffee. That's always one I love telling people. Some idiot burned themselves with milk because the coffee was hot. It's like he burns and went into shock.
So great marketing on McCory. They
did. They did. She and then she wants to pay for her medical billment. She just wanted like crotch flesh because they had to do some skin grafts on her thighs. They found like, oh yeah, they were serving. It was like supposed to be or something. No one should be handed.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, cream and sugar on it. And so she was in the hospital a couple of weeks, and then she's, can you help me? So really, it's a story of a lady corporation with her singed.
You may have to cut you down.
Okay, great.
But terrible is what McDonald's really put her through. They did not make it easy. It was thing. It moved away. It my robbed, and they had insurance covered a lot of. In order to cover some of the, basically got money to buy up, so they ended up having for the TV that got stolen, 2 window panes broken, and stuff like that. I feel like to win that settlement, see.
We on this kind of little walk to end there. Yeah, you know, who's
you get a new grandma could be lives with that new tight.
Yeah, she think I never get you anything nice. The pussy shows up in a. Yeah, here's a new one.
Like IKEA, it's like miss.
Yeah,
you gotta set.
I have to attack Yorkenkarg? What is that?
Oh man. So I have a question. Do you any sort of like being in the future have influence in environment events? You know, like scopes, any of that stuff?
No, I don't necessarily. I don't believe in psychics now, but I don't know. Like I've had like weird, like they call somebody and then they go check it or whatever, and this other my cousin had one of those, and like she did check on one of like that weirds me out of like and then like really vivid weird because I kind of have him time like of something, and then that's a vu later of like, ooh shit, this is like in my dream. And I know the thing that can happen often. I don't know, recognizes it as this, so I don't know. I know it's a really non-committal. I don't necessarily believe in like this is what's going to happen. I don't know. I did.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Read your.
Yeah, I
love Miss Cleo, by the way.
I could tell.
What about you? What about you?
It is very race. Ooh, y'all. Okay, hey, vampires, no, that was not trouble. Twilight gonna come after you.
Well, I need to take this opportunity in vampire community.
Yeah, do the apology of the thing.
Backlash. Then I gotta.
I mean, I'm glad you don't have Twitter about now.
Well, me man. So just call me now.
Okay, we double it down.
An edgelord, Josh. What
This is. You look at people. Usain Bolt, right? One of 3 people in the entire
vampire. Yeah,
half right.
You immediately then brought up a Jamaican.
Yeah, no. I agreed with the way it's together. Yeah. One day, there's going to be a reckoning. To sit there by yourself.
Yeah, not, but my dying rate, they're going to really tie everything up in a...
Okay.
About Usain Bolt, though, what were you saying?
Him and Except that out of planet, out of 8+ billion people,
That was like 7.
I think we crossed over to 8. Though.
It's a lot of fucking...
Yeah, that's the other disadvantage in just sort of talking is that right now I'm being like, this guy's a... Where did he get an extra...
If they've been listening the whole time, we're morons, then for so long. So
Sure, yeah. But him and the it's like, okay, out of people, only 3 we can accept that. But that someone has some sort, I'm like, no way. Just out of the billions and billions of people have some sort of notion or whatever. I can fully believe in it as like a side or spiritualism is. I think that most part that the spirit hundreds and early 19th scam and pull those scams.
Right.
But I do think that there are little things I have heard talking about with check on this person. We do have little shared of like the wrong word, but we like that feeling when just feel it, even though they were behind them.
And some people make just the energy in like a way. I mean, like the literal off of creatures, and it's why things around them and stuff, just to that kind of electromagnetic feel.
Yeah,
people can be. I think we talked about it's one of the theories of like, quote, haunt. Oh, I feel ill in this room, sitting around there, and they're super. Whereas someone,
sure. So types of things are possible. I like to think that there's somebody out there with like feelings, but they feel is useless. They're just like, oh, the guy on the book. But they just have to sit there for the phone.
Like that's gonna.
Yeah, that's what
all your little inconveniences.
Yeah. Oh, back up.
Life saving.
No idea.
My aunt predicted what time.
What?
Yeah. My mommy and dropped off my Aunt Debbie quick to the hospital. Like she just started having, and they're just like, well, all right, out of nowhere, my Aunt Debbie said 5. It's a real thing.
I
every
believe
year,
you.
Mom calls me at 9:35. The one that she knows the time I was. I mean, I just don't think everyone's head because my just amazing shot 9 rockets.
Aunt was also like a midwife from the contractions. Like, oh, they being gonna take a while.
And off to 90 Day Fiance. so like that.
Yeah,
I have nothing fucking weird. Was that just a maybe? Her 9:30. I don't know. Never really asked her.
I wouldn't even want. I wouldn't even broach. She might accidentally even want to.
That's a question. That's one that always could not want to die.
I guess only the other question of like change it or is fate sealed. I guess if and it was something, then I would try to change it. But if it was something more inevitable, I would just as much as possible until the point.
If this is like, oh no, you're gonna die in this, then I'm gonna live. I'm gonna do it. Just have fun and make.
Yeah. But if someone was like
saving money, because if I know what
you're gonna die, I just won't go.
Right.
Too loud.
That's like the prediction is. I don't even like bars like that.
Yeah. It's funny that you met a kid in high school who in front of me. So I feel like this is for science asking, but he was like, "What time was I born?" Right at noon. Okay, AM or PM? And she just sighed.
I mean,
hide forever.
People fuck up a lot. Think that 12 p.m. a lot of people do.
Yeah, but that because the number
she noon,
said
that's true.
She said noon, and he's
yeah,
which is a special type of
lunch noon or dark. Which noon was I born at?
She went
and disowned
him. Exhaled a huge cigar. Oh man, I have been thinking, I haven't owned fortune tellers. Not been pleasant.
God, loaded intro. I've had run-ins with fortune
because I grew up in the when I was much later. This is like when I'm in stuff. When I would go, they're just in like French.
Right.
You're just
Louisiana. How big is like, for lack of a better word, the voodoo? Like everyone's practicing it. It's put on for touristy, so it is like still kind of like.
It is. It's you think
really?
Because I people who genuinely as words got big when college.
Yeah,
I think that voodoo stuff that was
okay.
A lot of it, if you're on like a lot of it,
right, yeah.
But then you do people who only practice witchcraft, like old religion. Three of them, only one of them, like. Oh, okay. I don't know. Get out of here. It is a thing. There weren't any shrunken heads or have a lot of dead stuff. Just I want to be here for it. Yeah, bugs and stuff like that. Good. I don't really around me. And so I remember I went to New Orleans and told because I just think it's my friend for the whatever, the 5 thing, right? Yeah. And so at least stand there. He already paid and was like, it's not. And so then I do respect this hustle. He pays. And then the fortune teller, like these are tarot cards, right? Cards, lays out those, oops up all the cards away. And I was like, just paid for me to now I got to track this person. Be like, what did you see? And it's like, what? Really?
Maybe it was like a car friend killing the fortune teller.
No matter what, fortune teller to be like,
maybe I get bored. And so like do something like that.
They break their shift.
You gotta go.
You need to get out of here now. To go now.
You think fortune teller?
I feel like this is what it feels like. And a genuinely talented has been doing like over a decade, still just sort of like chewing anything else. Right. Skepticism for me, where I'm like maybe I mean I don't know most people else. So then if you see it, but like if you're progressed in 12 years, I don't know if I believe that if you really have and you're willing to tell a stranger, it's like, right. I don't think I believe you.
Follow that analogy. So then what would be like if we're going comedy open micer, is that comedy equivalent the next step up for
I think those people off of recommendations of other and tell their fortunes and stuff.
So that's now being like
that's like a showcase comedy.
You're getting some showcase.
Yeah.
Maybe getting a bit here and there. House cleansers are.
But there's money in there.
Rolodex of that need time or whatever what is it they mostly use?
Oh, I think it's
time, right?
And say it's the same as comedy. It's identical. It's like you get a national tour. Yeah. And then burned yourself out on a rise too fast. Like people who are just like seeing one of those things where they're wrong. The TV prediction. So especially there was a huge, like almost like a spiritualism where 5 shows.
Yeah, Edwards. That whole thing would go up to people and be like, "I'm a."
Yeah.
And that again, and as it's just having search team. It's little tricks they do to go. Oh my god, that is. Yeah. Oh my god. You knew I had an uncle.
Her mother was one of 7 guests. They weren't all girls. Yeah. No, I just some of those and it's.
My mom. Yeah. My mom weird of mysticism. There's clearly some magic. But can be very pragmatic. I don't know. She's really got one foot. I think waiting to see right.
Sure. Yeah, man. I cannot imagine if their half of the world just is the way it is. I mean that like I feel like it is. Psychics, the way it is. They ever using their power, human being that has their powers for purposing it to themselves, their family, or bound to burn their mouth. Try to tell everyone, guys, we got to get out. Oh, to anyone else, it's so hot.
Ooh, Pearl Harbor is about to go.
What are you saying?
The Japanese, about to bomb Pearl Harbor. I need water.
Please?
No. Fire. Why would you? Pearl.
I mean,
if they can also predict that if they make it even worse, so they got self.
Would be a dope
movie
like,
idea, right?
Yeah.
Kick who knows he can't listen as it will just.
Well, it would be really funny. All of this stuff is happening on this Nolan level, but the story world is taking place like sitting on the train. His mind, he's just thinking about then what would happen and then what would happen.
I just realized that movie exists. I just realized, and it sucks.
Are you going to say next?
Nicolas Cage movie.
Right though, not with Nicolas Cage.
But it's the same thing though. Where it's alert for next. Goes through this whole action movie of him. The whole conclusion he meets the, and so isn't it? Or it undoes a lot of the movie, just premonitions.
To the middle of the movie, though. Maybe not when he. This whole
butterfly
tangent.
effect.
Yeah, sure. Butterfly's better.
Damn it! This movie's good either way. I had a good movie in my. I remember when I first saw it when it came out, and I feel like there's that has like strict rules. I did not Because that's like how the movie breaks its own rules.
We started about if we believe in stuff, and we've boiling every movie from 2000.
You know, I believe in psychics, but I could have predicted.
Off the rails enough.
I knew on topic.
Angel Treasure, I'm crazy out.
Now going off on butter, you know.
Honestly, the movie version for listeners. This is, I can only imagine we're going to go somewhere interesting. We were like, someone watched our in real time right now.
Oh, I would love it if we did a pitch room. We realize pitching has already been made and we don't like that. Like at a conference to your execs and then be like, oh, that wasn't good.
Take up your day.
Now, those Danishes, anyone or?
I find when you hear you.
No, they're not. Take them.
People usually hear you.
I don't know.
No, that's where I could have the Danish. Yeah. Any place that I've wondered if I could have one, I wish.
I don't know that center with either be a magnet or don't. It just had that same.
It's way too many words.
It is, but like cumbersome merch. Yeah, that's my new merch. We make just fucking heavy. It's just all the shit. They're extra.
Do
what
you
else?
think?
No, I was just gonna. What's up?
Oh, no, I did get a fortune predicted the next.
Really?
Okay, it was that esoteric everything. So that was like you will.
I don't know if it's fake esoteric.
Sure, but it's still an attempt.
Oh, for sure.
It's not.
You think about it that's the most vague word.
Anyway, so basically, it have to be more than you've ever been before, which was like a direct, right?
When you're eating Chinese food, I gotta limber up now. I got something to lay down after this. Start stretching out my hammies. Am I about to get chased now? Tell me if I'm about to get chased right now.
Oh no, just you will have to be more flexible, which is already a real full sentence for a
and like could mean
when I broke it up is be also on the fit this many words on one side.
Deciphering.
Yeah. So then I date this particular at home for the day, right? I forget until like 2 hours before.
To forget there, bud.
Because when I look through the text again, I'm like, it's here, and it's like
Did
now.
You offered it then? I forgot that you offered to make kind ever since
but it had been like, and so I was just looking like left and right, not different things right. That could make a meal.
Yeah.
It wouldn't look like I learned to cook it.
Right, yeah.
Run.
Prison spray.
I had to run to the then was in the moment cook. So then something easy like spaghetti, but I was like, I could just do something mine if I went to cooked up 2 TV. So I really do something impressive. And so I'm in Parm, which already not like it's not a soup, but I getting where bought the sauce, some cutlets, whatever. Was like it didn't occur to me buy the cutlets, whatever, get the sauce, cheese on. I went like whole chicken.
I learned how to cut its head off and
right. So I just bought this whole, and I didn't buy the tomatoes and basil and ask the sauce to.
Wow. So you're gonna make. Now's the time to learn how to make everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I give you credit for the review.
Panic.
Yeah. trying to dress it. I've bought a whole chicken. I admire how unearned your panic attacks.
So I luckily far, but I've burned. I have an hour and a half. Seemed like enough time. Yeah, to get this whole any form of edible, poisoning both of us.
You decided to try to cook the.
Yeah, in my mind, cook the whole chicken off and cook it.
Fucking.
Because I also
so
thought
much fast off. And
I thought the juices would
wow.
And so then I was trying to do so many things, grating the cheese because Parmesan, grating the cheese onto a cut. I was also chopping up and dicing some onion, and then the chicken right on the stove. Then I don't remember what that I had to move the chicken and make this appetizer. So maybe it was I'm trying to make something that was like,
Dude, jeez.
and then chicken.
I'm
and
now really, or I just kind of sit down and don't decide 3-course meal from. I'm glad
3-course. So anyway,
you already got it.
the chicken to make the kitchen was not like a real. So then
Where was it?
It was in Chicago.
This.
Oh
Or-
yeah, and so then I moved the stove to the fridge, just staying open, like grabbing stuff, putting stuff. Then I'm trying to basically get ready because in my mind, but in my mind I was like, if I sticks done, I
Yeah.
finished mozzarella sticks. Yeah, and I had a great order out, like or something. You know what I mean? Like take care of the easy stuff. Then as I'm it. In the floor is just open. I make this happen, right? This starts to placed it there, but it just out of the all off of.
Yeah.
And so then I make a chicken because I'm like, this chicken can,
Right.
like I've already dinner, you know what I mean? And I've like all the stuff, you know, like where you take the chicken and stuff like that, like
You what?
tasting. What's
Yeah,
it
it's
called?
based and like your hands are. You're doing. It looks like you're harpooning.
I was just shooting
How-
to the chicken.
What is the? What is?
I don't know. I didn't know.
You're trying to line up a pool. Or, like,
And so basically off of the plate and out of the
Right.
make this move, catch it. So I catch tan and I'm leaning where I am because I didn't jump because I felt like face and I would get like raw. It would just hit the floor, the plate with the chicken on for whatever reason. Explain why? Because as I was making the move to the fridge, I was also pulled to put the mozzarella. I've got my chicken extended out to one. The oven door is continuing to. Now, like I said, I have my studio. My studio was nothing. Okay, so if pull the oven door all like that is the kitchen, the oven door to like. So
I
then
think that's a lot of. They just have like here's a tiny
Sure.
kitchen thing at a time.
you catch the oven still trying to keep like room in this area, and so I'm
Right.
holding the raw, and I'm holding the oven door with my and then fortune cookie was right.
I
I
honestly
dropped all.
got out this fucking. You just tried to blow past. Very flexible. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean I ended.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, ox and fortune cookies. How'd this date go?
Well, there was
Yeah.
nothing to eat.
Not. Did you even get the mozzarella?
No, it looked. It looked from mozzarella sticks in the face because I don't know clothes. Mine just looked like all the mozzarella seeped out of the oven.
Okay. Did you everything?
The breading, so
Okay.
you know the holding like a log and just seeped out. And,
Cover
yeah,
like the ends, or did you just roll it?
I don't remember what I did, but whatever.
I mean, I don't get better. I'm just trying to
Pulled
do
it
this
out. It was
right.
Yeah.
So, of better heated the fortune cookers. Warning. How do you feel? Warning. You'll have to be more flexible.
You guys should just ordered boxes away.
Right?
Yeah. Because now dropped it on the floor, squeezed into it is just it was like a firework.
Balloon.
Yeah, but the ground too hard. So in my kitchen, anything else cooked was because I had walls and the floor. I cooked the most amazing. It's gonna smell like juices all in my.
My favorite is how we can even starting with the idea of premonitions, and it still ends with you just.
I never could do that. Like you with holes than the one that all the juices into. It legit. Someone put a stick of dynamite. Obviously, it didn't explode over here and a thigh over there.
Find a way to do it. It'd be you, bud.
Tell you, I got it from like slightly above waist. Like I threw it down or then it
Spiked
you know
it
what I mean?
in victory.
And the way that it just tumor like chick juices all like my sink because it like some of it got like in the fridge still open. Juices door. I was so upset. I caught everything on life. Ooh, I caught the chicken. I got the oven door. I felt like a single dad.
Doing it all.
But then
All the responsibilities.
chicken and got chicken and then it's burned out like immediately.
Right.
A bunch of chopping board next to some parmesan.
Of melted mozzarella.
Yeah, I didn't even have to make like some sort of like something. Having lettuce, I didn't think to get.
I think that fortune cookie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
actually, he should have
Yeah.
been more flexible. All right. Solved, I think.
Yeah, if you ever get a full sentence, you should.
Do you think that solves?
I would be in fortune from a fortune cookie would.
Probably nothing, since they were in San Francisco, and they have mysticism wrapped up in them.
Sure, if I burned it, then I would have been able to at least.
Why?
I think
Your
Ready
apartment.
any made it better.
I don't know. Me personally, I'd rather know something good than if I got there and they're like, yeah. I'd be like,
Okay, would you rather
yeah.
hot dog or not eat?
I would
Those are your
rather- no,
we can
okay.
always go somewhere.
Yeah. So I'd rather do that than have with a person I'm trying to.
Apartment hot dogs, they're worse than like hot dogs.
When you're apartment expecting dinner, that's just a letdown. You don't have
All
to.
right.
You don't even have to like.
Can I tell you though? Look, I'm just trying to be honest.
Go
You
ahead,
sound
yeah.
a little bit like a.
Oh, okay.
I'm out here trying to do my best.
And you're
I already
throwing.
told you. All right.
Yeah.
I already told you.
Whole
just
chicken.
left.
You had no idea what to. And you do that. Try to vamp to find something to say. You know I'm
No,
right.
you're not. You're not.
A whole chicken and having no idea. You. That's your fault.
All I'm saying
Yeah.
is, if I attempted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then over to my place, apartment hot.
I wouldn't scoff at them too. I'd eat, and then
You know
we'd
what?
never
You're
unless you
trifling.
were like really hit it off, Josh. We could really hit it off. Yeah.
Because I'm out here doing your mozzarella stick. Apparently, your step. So let me give you what I got. Just be burnt part of the dry mozzarella.
To go.
Chew on that.
You got me, bud. You really eat the food you fucked up. You really got me with that. Yeah. Oh, you think you're so high on my thing I made? Or a bad person? What is that trying to prove?
Life the design, especially after I. It was funny because there was what you're talking about. This person should have like Scott does not have it together, but the way that I described it happened to me.
Were they like, I'm so sorry?
Yeah, which is actually
Really nice. No, and I'm not and write you off. You were gonna invite somebody over for a nice dinner. That's what I was trying to convey.
tell you though.
Yeah, because there might be some people who have bad apartment food.
Just this week to go get while she was getting her raining, and she was like had to for a rent took me to vote. And it's pouring, and so I have COVID. She's definitely going. This is not about to go in a medical facility. And so then, do you want start dinner for me? I tried to play it off like cool. Like, hey, babe, I got you. You know, immediately after I panicked, and I was like, what for dinner? So then
Whole chicken. Panics in a grocery store. Just
see you trying to bring up old.
yeah, old shit.
But then started this curry. I had watched her full of times, right? She's never really paid attention a few times. I tried to do it myself. Like, so basically in the apartment so bad. And then she's like, in truth, it's almost finished. It was wrapping up. But then, okay, I don't know if, and I'm going to tell you how to put the water won't boil right. I tried to boil, another had to pour that out. So maybe, okay? But I chopped those, got sweet potatoes supposed to do, but they won't with the grate. Like, oh.
And then it opened and a chicken rolled out.
Blood everywhere. Can you imagine? Because that would clean up all that. Like it would that like about me. They just look. I know it. I swear.
Yeah. Anyway, stay here. I'm gonna go clean my cook.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean. You just stay right there. Move because you might
don't
step
move.
in
Move.
at the corner and there's just a corner like it's been shot in the face.
Oh, I thought you meant to pushed it to the side to do it.
Wasn't a cook chicken.
Right. Should have been more flexible.
So much for listening to Josh Johnson. If you want to follow us, we're not doing the show when we're just letting find us. That's true.
I just like follow us. Not this month. If you want. No, it was a good explanation. Chuckle. Where can they find?
You can find me on Instagram at Josh Johnson, Facebook, and YouTube at Josh posting full episode show.
It really depends how Logan. This is one. No. Yeah, if you want to find him at Logan M. Nielsen, to email us here at the Josh Johnson Show at. We're trying something different and doing a little mailbag Monday. We're going to be answering some emails and talking about. So try it. We're just going to see how it works. Getting a lot of emails. We want to keep up. Give you guys. We really. We're continuing how many people we get. And I'm going to say this one. Theme music is by Brad. He's a great music producer of a Hip Hop Comic, and they have a new podcast, YouTube. It's called With Handsome Naked. And eventually, I'm not sure, Josh are both in, so you can find us there. But I want his music's great. Time and talking.